Hi everyone! Thanks for joining us at this year's Heart Festival. My name is Claire D'Amato, and I am the Assistant Curator of Education and Outreach at the Zimmerli Art Museum. Today we're going to talk a little bit about bees and butterflies in art. Bees are often associated with community, teamwork, and new adventures. Butterflies often represent growth, transformation, and joy. Keep these words in mind as we look at a few examples from the Zimmerli's collection of how artists have depicted bees and butterflies throughout history. Then, we'll work together to make our own bees and butterflies using a few simple materials. This first image, Nasturtiums and Bees, is a print by artist Marie Gautier, who made many works depicting plants and animals. Notice how Gautier uses just a few colors to really emphasize what is happening in the print. You can see a group of bees flying towards some flowers, probably looking to collect pollen for their colony. These bees look remarkably realistic, and you can tell that they are on a mission. This next image is an illustration from Takaya Notice children's book, Song of the Flowers, which celebrates nature and the creatures that inhabit it. In this illustration, made with watercolor paint and collage, we see a small community of bees headed from their nest to a giant sunflower. Notice bees are buzzing around this flower, and their placement makes them seem to come alive, like they'll fly right off the page. While I wouldn't want to meet the bees in Gautier's print, I think Notice bees seem pretty friendly. Continuing with another page from Song of the Flowers, here we see a landscape that features a pair of yellow butterflies. Also made with watercolor and paper collage, these happy butterflies help the story transition from day to night. You'll notice that Notice flowers, bees, and butterflies are larger than in real life, but that's part of what makes them so charming, because you can see the details in the butterflies and the small shadows beneath their wings. It's almost like you can imagine them fluttering throughout the book. In Bertha Lum's Butterfly Dance, the butterflies are an integral part of the story that inspired the print. According to a Chinese legend, butterflies were used to help pick a companion for the emperor. Whomever the butterfly landed on first would be the one chosen as companion for the day. Not only does Lum show a graceful swarm of butterflies, she positions them in such a way that you can imagine them circling around the women, flying up and around until one decides to land. The butterflies are what really animate this scene. Our last image, Composition with a Butterfly, by Nikolai Vechtemov, is very different from the other works we have seen. This artist isn't interested in showing things realistically. Instead, he focuses on curving lines and shapes, and uses just a few colors to create his painting. The butterfly isn't even in the foreground, so it might take a little time to find it among the other flowing shapes. Now that you've seen some of the different ways that artists have depicted bees and butterflies, it's your turn. Let's go ahead and get started.